I think I'm live now. Yeah, I'm live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Mike's Computer. I'm Mike Lucasio, and this is my channel. And on this channel, we talk about everything computer related, how to repair your computer, how to maintain your computer, any questions about problems you might have with your computer, and just everything in general. We talk about questions and answers. In this video, live stream, I'm going to go over some of the things about, is my computer safe online, a little bit of safety, and a little checklist of things that you should know or have in place when you use your computer on the internet. A lot of people ask me, do I need an antivirus? Do I need to go out and buy something to protect myself? Is my computer safe online? Are people able to hack into me? And all different questions. And today I'm going to clear up a lot of that for you. Used to be when you got viruses, they were viruses that you could remove with a basic antivirus or free antivirus. And there's plenty of virus scans out there you can purchase, and there's other ones out there you can get for free. And basically what you can get online or in a big box store on a disc is pretty much the same. You can buy an online copy of one of these big company antivirus, and you can also download one for free off the internet. But what a lot of people don't know is if you're on Windows 10, Windows 10 has a built-in antivirus, and it's called Windows Defender, and it's part of your Windows operating system. And just make sure it's running would be sufficient enough to cover you on the computer. Now, what I meant by saying years ago, viruses can be removed with a basic virus scan and a removal tool with definition files that you update on your computer. Now we're in 2021, and there aren't as many viruses that, in other words, basically what I mean is there's viruses out there, but the viruses that are out there are viruses that will damage, your software, and they will make it impossible for you to use your computer. Hey, Cold, how's it going? Good to see you, my friend. I was thinking about you yesterday. I missed you. I was did another live stream last night, and I was looking for you. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're on Windows 10 and you have a version of Windows 10 on your computer, make sure you use and make sure it's working, and that is Windows Defender. Just remember, someone can send you a link even through YouTube, and you will be done, and also attack your bank account. Yeah, I mean, people can send links. Sure, I'm going to also get into that in a little bit. People can send you links, and you can have it. You can go to good known sites and click on something, and you can have some kind of infection. But most of the viruses that are out there will, mess up your computer, where you'll have to recover, back up all your information and reinstall Windows. Okay, now if you have a vast antivirus or EVG or any of the big company name antiviruses on there running with the latest definition files, then you will be alerted when a virus comes if those definition files cover it. Now, there's a lot of debate about different antiviruses in the past, which ones are better than others. And what I'm going to explain to you is that you're only protected enough to the definition files that you have on your computer. So if you have to update your antivirus, and to the latest antivirus, you're going to download what's called definition files. And those are the patches to protect you from known threats. And they're not all equal. Some antiviruses will catch a virus, and some of them will miss a virus. So you can't, there's no simple way to say, oh, I spent $50 on antivirus, so I'm not going to have to worry about it. That's not the case. You can have all sorts of protection on your computer and still get viruses. You can get spyware. You can get all kinds of different things. Keyloggers. There's a lot of different names for different ways that you can be attacked on the internet. Now, what happens is you have a couple programs on there that are going to help you, but there's no assurance, there's no, guarantee that whatever you have on there is going to, solve all your issues if you get a virus. So what I always tell people is do your maintenance, have like CCleaner on there and Malwarebytes, which is a good scanner for malware, and have an antivirus, which Windows Defender, make sure it's running, active, and checking for viruses. Still, you can have all these tools and more. You can have VPNs even. You can have, all kinds of things. And you're never going to be 100% protected. It's just how it is. If you do maintenance on your computer, you scan your computer for threats, and you try to be safe, that's the best you can do on your computer. Make a pen drive. You can do it. To companies. You can pay that will scan. You can do backups on your computer. And like Aaron had said, which is a great point, there's viruses, all different kind of viruses that are set up. There's viruses that will attack your boot sector, your master boot record, everything. When your computer starts up, there's viruses that are set to damage those type of files. So no matter what you have, I don't care if what kind of virus scan you have. Nobody is 100% foolproof, because if you fall into that category of somebody sends out something and you get that and it comes in you're in that IP range, which is your, as I spoke to in the past, every computer has a physical address, just like you have an address in front of your house. 15 Pine Road. Computers, the same thing. Every computer has its own physical address. Now, would that meaning that if somebody sends a virus out and your address is in the range of that virus, you're going to most likely get hit with that virus. In the past, we've had post office was hit by a very bad virus that knocked all their computers out. The government has been hit. Private companies, all different people get viruses and stuff on their computer. And my best defense, and I tell people all the time, backups, and be careful. Don't open any emails that you don't know the people, and be careful what links you click on and what websites do you go to. A lot of porn sites will give you viruses and infections, There's also programs where you can get, um, which is considered like the dark web. You go and you want to get free programs with crack keys and things like that. That's another place that you can get infections from. There's a lot of ways to get infections. And like Aaron, like you pointed out, there'll be websites that look like a website that you're used to going to, but it will be a fake website. And when you click on that, you think you're going to a safe thing, but you may be giving your password to your bank or something else. You have to be careful what you're doing. If you're doing anything banking, make sure there's a lock in the corner, and that means that that site is a secure site. Now, a lot of the banking industries will have that lock. Make sure that lock is there, first of all, and make sure you're not being directed to another website because so you have to be very clear and very careful what you do. So like I said, there's no 100% foolproof, but you can. Best defense is a good offense. So line, and also running programs like Malwarebytes, free version, CCleaner, making sure your antivirus is working and up to date. Those are some things that you can do to try to protect yourself. But must remember, you can always reinstall your programs if you have to. You can always reinstall Windows operating system if you have to. But if you have any important information and your computer crashes or your hard drive dies, you may lose that information unless you pay a company hundreds or thousands of dollars to dissect that information on your hard drive. So doing regular backups, if you have important information, is very key. And being safe, trying the best you can, is really what it's at. But there is no foolproof method. There are so many different ways that you can be infected, and you may never be infected by anything, which is great. But you have to remember that there are people out there that are trying to get your banking information and things like that. So whatever browser you're on, make sure you're on that browser. Make sure if you run that Malwarebytes free version, and it will scan for different things, threats through there. I think I'm off, and the connection is not very good. It says I'm still online. If anybody's on, tell me if I am still alive, because I'm not 100% sure. Cole, what's going on, my friend? Am I still on? It says it's trying to reconnect, but it also says I'm still online. Okay, I'm just going to assume that I'm online and still talk. There's another thing you can do, and on your router, make sure you use a password on your router, because you have an option to put a password in. Put a password in your router and write that password down when you set up your router. Make sure you know the password. Also, every few months or so, change the passwords that you use for your banking and other things that are important to you. So I have a piece of paper that has all my passwords on it, and you should do that too. Make sure you write down all your passwords If they're capitals, state on there, it's a capital, numbers, lowercase, things like that. And even if you have websites with passwords, make sure you change them every once in a while, because people do attack websites and you can be a victim of that also. So you have to change your passwords and remember what you change it to, so you can throw off, hackers, people that want to just have nothing better to do, or in it for business. There's so many ways that people are doing it, and a newer way, which I'm noticing, it's probably been out for a couple of years. People will hijack your friend's profile on Facebook, and they'll start talking to you on instant message and telling you that they got some money and telling you how you can get money, and they want you to give them money or your banking information. So if somebody does that under one of your friends' names, it's a scam, and be very careful about that. What I always do, if I'm not sure if it's the person or not, but I'm pretty hip to that, because once they start telling me they got money, I know, well, why would you be telling me that? I know it's somebody else. It's not that person. You can ask them how we know each other. They'll stop talking to you because they don't have the answer to that. And all they're trying to do is get your banking information, your passwords, and take money out of your account, or charge money to you, charge things on the internet or whatever. So be careful of people that are asking you to friend them on Facebook, and you don't know who they are, because that's a big scam. And that's happening a lot. And I see that all the time. And I contact the people, and they're like, oh, yeah, a couple other people said the same thing. They're doing that to them, and they're trying to pretend they're somebody else. Sometimes they do it as an unsuspected person that you don't know. And sometimes they'll do it under your friend's profile. So do it under your friend's profile, and they'll try to scam you. So don't fall for that. Don't ever give anybody your information over the internet. PayPal, YouTube, or any of these companies will never ask you for your personal information. Online will never ask you for your personal information online, so don't ever give it. There's even people pretending to be YouTube, saying that we need your password and your personal information. One of the biggest things out there, and I've noticed, because I'm in the computer repair industry, some of my customers and senior citizens have been scammed out of money, because they're told on the internet that you need to pay a certain amount of money to get your computer fixed. Something went wrong, and these people don't know any better, so they'll send the money to them, and they'll end up with it. They don't fall for any of that. Don't ever send anybody money or give your information out online, because it is a total scam. I think I'm still here. Everything got really dark. Okay, what's going on? I don't know what happened. I think my connection is messed up here. Remember, people, don't ever give your personal information out online. People are pretending to be your friends on Facebook, instant messenger telling you that they won money. Don't fall for that scam.